Hi, everybody. Welcome to No Story is Sacred. If you've never listened before, basically, we're four siblings who grew up talking about the art of storytelling. Now that we're adults, we're still talking about it, and we're inviting you to join the conversation. I'm Kat, and I coerce my friends into letting me have their fiction ideas.
I'm Brendan, and man, I wish I could cast magic based on how much I hated people. Oh, wait, that sounds bad. Never mind.
I'm Pippin, and the magic I do with my siblings is this podcast.
Oh,
wow.
Lame.
Fuck you.
There's the siblings.
There we go.
I'm Alex, and there's no such thing as magic.
Oh,
wow. You don't get invited to the family coven.
To the family what?
Coven? Yes. It's a coven of witches, you guys. Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm not gonna take this from you.
You did not come here to be abused.
I'm gonna do magic with my found family.
So Kat.
Yes. Today we're talking about and taking apart a plot bunny submitted to us by listener Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. If you want specific content warnings, check out the show notes on nostoryyssacred.com. So, you guys...
Spoiler warnings for a made-up thing.
For a thing that we've made up. Look, it's fine. It's fine. That's why we write them after the fact and make you guys look it up. Okay. A plot bunny.
I'm not really clear on what a plot bunny even is.
Aha. Well, a plot bunny isn't a summary, and it's barely even a pitch. TV Tropes defines a plot bunny as an idea that will constantly gnaw at your brain until you write it.
Pleasant.
Or possibly will breed more and more ideas as soon as it appears.
Say, a bunny.
Or a tribble.
What? Oh, plot. Why can't it be plot tribbles?
Nobody says plot. I don't know. They say plot bunny. Bunny's a fun word to say. One gets the idea that it hops into your brain, twitches its little nose, and it distracts you from anything else you're trying to do.
It's gotta be rabbits.
Bunnies. Bunnies. Okay.
It must be bunnies.
In this case, Hannah's plot bunny is a story about three sisters who can't stand each other, but can only do magic together, not individually. See, so it's not a story per se, it's just an idea that sort of hooks your brain in.
Okay. So kind of an interesting family dynamic, but with magic.
Magic. Not magic, you guys. Illusions.
Magic. Okay. So how do we want to go about this?
Well, I think much like we do with, that we've done with the synopses or summaries or what have you that we've done in the past, I think that, all of us theoretically have prepared. I didn't, but you know, I live the party life.
Is that what that is?
Shut up. That's what I call watching YouTube on repeat. Basically, we all take this plot bunny and we talk about what story we would write with it.
Okay.
And to that end, because I know I haven't prepared, but I know someone who has master's degree in English. Hey, Pip!
Oh, I don't know who you're talking about because my master's degree is not in English.
Damn it.
It's in a library in information science, and I am hurt. You didn't know that. That being said, I do have an undergraduate degree in English.
Well, okay.
And a master's degree in general.
Yeah, see, I have an undergraduate degree in English. I can't appropriately throw you under the bus if I just go for that. But look, I've made you talk so much, you should probably take a turn.
I mean, I'm willing to do that because I also don't have a ton. So
Okay. No, we can flesh it out.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna workshop for reals this time.
What?
That doesn't sound right. So first off, I named the sisters for ease of convenience. Ease of convenience, that's redundant.
Right, there's ease and convenience. What's the third one?
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No, she already said it. It's ease
Of.
convenience.
Wow,
I
anyway, I don't know if you all named them, or just we're calling them sisters
Nope.
A, B, and C.
Well, that's a logic puzzle, Pep.
So I named them Alice, Beatrice, and Cecilia, whose initials happen to begin with A, B, and C.
Yeah. Still a logic puzzle.
Yeah. So I was actually cooking dinner the other night, And I was trying to figure out what to do with this plot bunny. Cause it sounds interesting, but it was like, what? And I was trying to figure out how the magic would work. That only works with them together. And I had been talking, with, Ashley earlier in the day.
Hi, Ashley.
about, language and linguistics and stuff. And I was like, what if it's a language thing? Their magic only works together because they're each covering part of the sentence that is the spell. Like, one of them does the action, one of them does the subject, and one of them does, like, the adjective or whatever. Like, this, what they're doing, who they're doing it to, and how it's happening or something.
Ooh, grammar magic.
Right? And that's why it doesn't work if they're not all there, because the sentence falls apart.
So that makes it sound like all magic requires that you have a minimum of 3 people.
Well,
to cast a spell.
Sure, why not?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe something weird happened with them for weird particular reason. Maybe they're triplets, so the magic got split up among 3.
Oh. I'm sorry, I was unaware that people who were born of, let's say triplets, twins, could ever have, arguments. Are you guys telling me that you guys have arguments?
Alex and I are not willing to commit, to answer at this moment.
Yeah.
We will seek legal counsel.
Actually, no, I can answer that right now.
You want to go?
Let's go.
We'll take this outside and we will hug it the fuck out.
Well done, everyone. Well done.
Thank you. That being said, yes, we can have knockdown, drag out fights. The only difference is, like, 5 months later, we'll, forgive each other. But that's not the case of these, particular, people. And then I was trying to figure out what else is going on. Like, the setting. And at first I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something a bit different than what I usually do and steal what Kat usually does.
Wow.
And make it like an Edwardian, or romance, or a, Regency romance or something.
Yay!
But here's the thing. I sucked at it. Cause I didn't want to make it, a marriage plot thing. Cause while I love reading it, I didn't particularly want to plot it out. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I will go back to my tried and true, my favorite. I will make it set in a university. A modern university. I'm gonna call J. Hewitt. Because this is just who I am as a person. I have written here in my, 5 words of notes, college AU because fuck it. And then I was figuring for their, they all go to the same school for whatever reason. Maybe it's the state college and what their parents could afford because there's 3 of them. Maybe as much as they hate to admit it, they all like the same school, but avoid each other as much as they can. I don't know. But I figure one of them, they all have different majors.
Okay.
So one of them is the actual linguist. So she's the one who actually knows how the fucking spells work. From a linguistic standpoint and knows all the theories behind it. One of them is either a scientist or a mathematician. So she's got that sort of aspect on it. Like the actual logic of it. And I couldn't decide on the third one.
Classics.
Maybe the classics.
Philosophy.
Oh.
Underwater basket weaving.
Yeah. I have written down a psychology, some word I can't read, IDK.
IDK. Oh my god, undeclared.
Oh, yeah.
She could be the slacker.
It would be really cool if they all had, because they're all in these different majors, they all had a different idea of why magic works or how it's supposed to work. And then they get really defensive about it.
And then it gets multidisciplinary because I really do believe in multidisciplinary approaches to things. And really it's about just a moral about academia.
Really? Because I believe that methodology is, I can't even make a good joke about this. I also believe in interdisciplinary.
Yeah.
I can imagine the science sister trying to apply the scientific method to produce results with the magic.
Yeah.
I would love to have a physicist sister who is really into quantum mechanics. And so...
or maybe the third sister is a sociologist, so she's, or anthropologist, so she's bringing the cultural aspects to it all.
There you go. And then the English major sister's just bullshitting all her papers.
Guys, I found evidence of a magic school in the northern section of England. Oh my god.
Stop talking about, Harry Potter, Beatrice. God. Was it Beatrice?
Yeah. Alice, Beatrice, and Cecilia. But no, and I figure, the only other thing I thought about was the villain, who is some researcher at the university who wants to study them, because their magic is split up between the three of them.
Okay.
But, it's weird, and it's worthy of study for science.
How does he discover that they're magic?
Because they fuck up and do it in public, Bren.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that this is also a world where magic is a thing, but theirs is weird.
You know what'd be great is if the villain was a psychology prof, and they're doing like one of those standard magic things that you do in class, to demonstrate how groups, experimental psych, and then the outliers in the class, because this is a requirement, so all three of them have to take it. The outliers in the class are these three sisters who are so far outside of the usual results that the professor's like, what? And then a moment later is like, they're my new paper. Publish or perish. Publish or perish.
Oh, God.
The IRB would have a field day with that professor.
And all the rumors about the psychology building.
Yes.
Dark experiments?
Twin studies gone wrong.
Oh my god.
Wronger.
I'm actually super into, like, psychologists being, like, I love my therapist, but psychology is such a great, like, field for thriller, horror, shenanigans.
The brain is weird.
The brain is weird.
It's weird.
And people who think about the brain and want to tweak it can also be weird.
Weirder, I'd say.
It's the brain thinking about itself, if you think about it.
Whoa.
Right? Just blew your goddamn minds.
Stop thinking about myself, brain.
Oh god, now I am thinking about my brain.
Stop being so self-absorbed.
Stop thinking yourself. Stop thinking yourself.
But, that's pretty much all I thought of. I think for bare bones, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd read this story just based on that.
It's a lot more than what I had,
Well,
so.
you've got your sisters, you've got a setting, you've got a villain.
Yeah.
Which a villain in and of itself, helps present the problem.
Yeah.
Which is what
Yeah.
you should really have. You should have your characters, your setting, and your problem. But, your problem here is, part of the problem is inherent in the plot bunny, which is these sisters can't stand each other and yet are dependent on each other for the magic. But you've also added a villain, which is nice.
External stressor.
External stressor!
Well, yeah, you can kind of start to introduce themes and shit like that.
Whoa. Let's not get crazy here. Alex, you sound like you have something.
Yeah, I think I can go next.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it, Al.
Yeah. This time, Bren, you can relax. You don't have to go first this time.
Yes.
And what I'm thinking is these three sisters, one, Alice, can see the magic that's present in nature. One of them can build the spell. And the third one can invoke it.
Oh, so one of them can see the things that needed to make it. The other one can actually make it. The third one can, make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's clever.
Look at this, having metaphysics defined.
Yeah, like, I was originally thinking of going for the fates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I thought of when you were talking.
Yeah. But okay, that's how they work. And but how do I bring that away from that? Because that'd be too obvious.
Okay.
And for their conflict, I was thinking they got themselves lost on a magic island.
How'd they get to the magic island?
I don't know. It's a magic island.
I don't know. It's a mystery.
So the story starts out, they're on a magic island. They're the fuck that we doing here?
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a kind of cool cold open like that where each one, you have a chapter or something dedicated to each sister waking up on a mysterious island. Like, how the hell did I get here?
Yeah. We can start in media res, but I was thinking through a series of magic mistakes, they wind up on magic island, or who knows, maybe a magic forest.
Maybe it's a family vacation gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. Horribly magically wrong.
As so often happens with magic.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone does it.
Oh, don't drink in magic, guys. So they're stuck in this island or forest or isolated place.
Yeah. Each one is like, I say we should go this way. Oh, fuck you. I say we should go this way. Well, fuck both of y'all. I'm saying we go this way. And so they all decide to go their own way.
Metaphor.
Go my own way.
Right? Pip was the one who got it.
I was singing too.
Yeah, Brent had it.
It was just me. I was sticking to the point.
Yeah.
What?
Brendan and I were getting the reference.
Damn it. Okay, so it's a metaphor. They go their separate ways, and they sing a song.
Hey, Pat Benatar was great for 80s ballads.
No
I mean,
argument here.
I mean, it wasn't Pat Benatar, but okay.
Oh, what? It wasn't?
No, it was Fleetwood Mac.
Oh my god.
Really? Fuck.
It's from Rumors.
Fuck. Wait, then
Oh yeah, you're right. That's What's Her Head.
you're right. Fuck. How many more fucks can I get into it?
So the three sisters argue about who sang the song. They can't check it though. They're on a fucking island.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the sister that can see the magic maybe notices something's up first, right?
Yeah, like,
The fact that they're on a magic island.
yeah. And like, well, I can see the magic path. I say we go this way.
And the others were going, I can see the magic path.
Yeah. Like, are you certain that magic path is the way we want to go, or is it going to lead us to certain magic death?
That's a practical answer, yeah.
And are you even really seeing it? Do you even lift, bro?
Yeah.
Do you remember that time when we were in middle school and you said you saw how to get the cookies from the cookie jar at the top of the shelf, and we all were grounded for 2 weeks after?
Yeah.
Listen, Pip, I don't appreciate you talking about our childhood on the podcast like this.
Listen, I don't appreciate you trying to trick me into thinking that we ever had a cookie jar.
It's true. We did not.
The cookies never lasted long enough for it.
No.
We did have a cookie jar later on.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made cookies all the time.
All right.
There's like a,
past
there's
my
like a
time.
Quaker Oats
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it was shaped like Quaker's Oats
Container.
container, yeah.
Well, I will trust you on that. I still don't have a cookie jar. And
Yeah.
it saddens me to this day.
I feel for you.
No, and Sister 2, well, listen, there's enough ambient magic here, and I'm good enough to build spells with my eyes closed. I'm gonna go this way and build whatever spells I need. Well, how are you going to invoke it? I'm going this way.
It's like, I thought you had my back.
Okay, so we have a setting.
And we have a kind of conflict.
But we have a magical system. We do sort of have a conflict. How did they get to the island?
Magic cat.
What's happening on the island? What happens next? What we really have is a setting.
Fuck you. Come on. I'm doing the best I can. Anyways,
I'll throw you a bone here. What can an island be known to have on it?
Crazy Shakespearean wizards.
That. But also, islands can tend to be like, say, offshoots of volcanoes.
Okay.
So we're talking a magical super volcano, and that's why they've been actually brought there, is to solve that problem.
Oh, so they've been brought there.
to be fair, I was actually going to say a wizard did it and have him be the villain, but I'm willing to Prospero it and have him bring him there to solve this volcano problem. Boom.
You know what'd be cool?
Yeah?
Bringing Alex's idea. What if the Prospero on the island was like, I need to solve this problem. I will cast a spell to solve to get me the solution for this problem. And he casts a spell, and what happens is these three sisters appear.
They haven't seen each other in like 5 years.
Yes.
Oh my
And they're
god.
like, and so they're sitting there being like, excuse you, why the fuck are we on an island? So meta story-wise, we, the author, know that they are the solution that his magic has popped up. But from their points of view, the start of the book, they're suddenly all there. And so the reader gets to discover the mystery of what's going on and also learn about these characters as they all busily argue at each other. And then, plot things. They find do they find the wizard? I don't know. Do they solve the problem? Sure. Meh.
Who knows? They do find the volcano or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's sort of obvious.
That's hard to miss.
That's
the path that one sister follows, and sure enough, it was like the cookie jar of doom incident.
Like, okay, yeah, so this does lead to a certain magical death.
Yeah, you were right.
You were right.
Well, I'm glad you finally said I was right. It's about time.
Yeah.
And they can grow.
It's almost like the island is a frame story for their actual issues.
Yeah.
What?
I was going for that the entire time.
Yeah.
This reminds me of one of my favorite ways to do, or one of my favorite bits of exposition giving that I've seen is actually in the first episode of Supernatural. Because they have to explain what's going on and who Sam is and who Dean is and their relationship to each other and what they do and all that whole thing. And the way they do it is by having them have a fight. Because they haven't seen each other like in a year or something. Because you know that when you're having a fight, you bring up all the old shit that you're still mad about, even if you both know what happened. It's like, no, need I remind you? This happened and this happened and this happened, you dick. Even if the other person goes, I know, I was there. When you're having a fight, you still bring it up.
And it didn't happen like that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I can see a great way to give exposition of the whole thing would be them having fights in the beginning.
I like that. And then you can sort of string it along, with like, you get maybe one of the big arguments, but that doesn't reveal necessarily everything.
Yeah.
Or what the big one was.
The big one.
Yeah.
Like, why haven't they talked to each other in 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That fucking Stevie Nicks argument.
Who exactly set fire to the fridge? That's a,
What?
Except we all know the answer to that one.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Only one of us remembers.
Dear listeners, Cat set fire to the fridge.
First of
blamed me.
First of all, yes. Second of all, though, none of y'all would know that if I hadn't confessed it like the sweet, innocent person that I am, because I wanted
How many
you to
years
know.
later?
Years
Okay.
later, when statute of limitations had run out.
After I think we were all living in separate places.
No.
Oh.
Memories fade.
I think that's a story to tell on for our Patreon subscribers.
Yay.
How many more family stories am I the only person who remembers? And you guys don't, find out until I tell you?
We don't know.
That's how repressed memories work.
Yeah. I mean, Kat,
The green mask.
I'm fairly certain that one was all you.
Okay.
I remembered it after a while. It took a little bit of memory probing.
It took me having to drag the memories back out.
So, true facts, the first time I met Brendan's girlfriend, she asked if I had any embarrassing stories about Brendan. And Alex was there too. She asked both of us. And at first we were like, oh yeah, totally. And then we stopped and thought about it. And then we're like, shit, we don't have any embarrassing stories about him. We have stories where either he comes off really great, or he's like the poor martyr.
It's true. I have so many
Middle
stories,
child.
and it's like the time I let you go first when we were playing Torture Chamber.
Yeah.
I was such a good sister. I let you go first to be tortured.
See, pro tip to all you middle kids out there. We're just the best at hiding the embarrassing stories.
Yeah, you must have done shit. You just managed to not let any of the rest of us know.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
No, look, I have old drama and theater productions. That's the thing that keeps me up at night.
Really? I don't know any of it.
Anyway,
All right, so do you have anything else for Island of Doom, Al?
that's about it. I think I managed to bullshit a story out of that.
Yeah, we might return to all the stories later on in the show, so don't think you're off the hook yet. So, Kat, between you and me, who would go first?
Okay, let's rock, paper, scissors this, but say what it is. Ready?
Okay, this is gonna be weird.
Yep.
All right. Wait. A third person should do it.
Okay. All right. Pip, do it.
Okay.
So wait, are we doing shoot?
I'll say shoot, and then you say the word.
And then we follow. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock.
Paper. Score!
Does that mean I go first then?
Wait.
Or you go first?
Y'all didn't
You get to pick.
establish.
It means I get to pick.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, I'm going to make you go first, not because I don't have an idea, but because I have too many.
Okay.
So-
I have like 2
Oh,
that I was
shit.
playing
Okay.
with.
Well, fine. Then we'll just have to have them wrestle.
Dance off. Well, the first one was just like almost a plot bunny of a plot bunny.
Yep.
And that was just because I'll just go a little bit into it. I just saw that in our little Google Drive thing, it was just like the family and then it did ... and I was like, oh, instantly mafia.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then that's the conflict between the sisters is that one of them was like, going legit or something,
This the day of my daughter's wedding.
But then you have like a magical heist going on as maybe that one legit daughter's loved one or something happens that kind of has them do one last job.
The Ocean's 11 witches.
Yes,
Ocean's Witches.
a heist.
Ocean's Coven.
Ocean's Coven. There we go.
Ocean's Coven. I like that. So they have to draw her in. Like, they all have their differences, but this is the big one.
Yep.
Or she gets a phone call in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And it's like it's the brother that's been kidnapped or something.
Oh. I like
the family.
It's family. What's the one thing that could have dragged her back?
Family.
You get one thing, and it's your family.
Family drove her out. Family will drag her back in.
Log line.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But that was like all I had for that one. But then like maybe you could have that one character trying to redeem maybe her 2 sisters there that are like kind of part of the coven, as it were. Mm-hmm. Magical mafia coven. Yeah.
And then they start a bakery.
Awesome. Yeah. That's the epilogue.
There you go.
That totally isn't laundering money.
Oh man. Oh, that they don't tell her that.
Oh, no. Like, you get out, but you don't, get out.
They launder spells in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
Nope, their cupcakes are magical.
Oh, damn.
All right, what's your second thing?
Yeah, so the first thing was like a plot bunny of a plot bunny. I didn't really have that much time to go into it because I was actually starting to think about my second one a little bit more, just because I think we were talking about like themes and stuff like that. What I'm going with is, so we have the 3 sisters who drifted apart, and we don't really establish why at the beginning of the story. Mm-hmm. They aren't even sure at this point, and that ties into what I'm about to get into here. The reason why they get back together is they get the call. The matriarch of the family has passed. So they have to come back home and, do, the paying the respects thing. And that's when the weird shit starts happening. We're talking about like starting to see sprites in the backyard, starting to see weird things going on. And then they kind of like, start getting into an argument, and then through like the power of their emotions or something like that, like one of them does like a magical effect, like maybe causes like water to boil, something weird to happen. And what I'm getting at is basically we kind of have them slowly discover that they can do this magic, but more to the point, as they kind of rediscover this magic, they also start rediscovering memories. And so what had happened in the backstory that I'm not quite sure how to bridge to yet, or how to explain in media res, or how to explain in the story itself, in the meat of it. In the backstory, the 3 sisters, as kind of like how like in like Mennonite communities, you can have like that journey where you go out and experience the world, and then eventually maybe come back if you aren't tempted by it all or
That's
whatever.
not Mennonites.
Right?
That is
Is
the
it?
Amish. They have Rumspringa.
Rumspringa. That's what I was thinking of. I just could not think of the word. Rumspringa.
Yep.
I was not sure. I didn't do that much research into it.
I just happen to know a great deal about Amish and their ways.
No. So basically taking that concept, but you had these characters who grew up in a magical world, like magical society. They're talking like maybe like on the other side of the tracks in terms of Fey land, like our world and Fey world.
Yeah.
And so they grew up with magic, but then maybe they got lured in by the modern world where this is a modern story.
Yeah.
So they got, lured in by like cars and iPhones and stuff like that, left their home and started exploring the world. But then having left that world, they started leaving the magic. But the catch is when you left the magic, you left the memory of it too. And that also in turn, because they grew up as sisters together in a magical world, like kind of doing spells together and all that, it was such a key part of their life. They ended up forgetting what brought them together as siblings in the first place, or the memories of childhood and stuff like that. So all that faded. And so they just kind of became very different people because, they didn't remember anything about their childhood. Why do they like these people in the first place? And then they just drifted and just did not like each other, that kind of thing.
Oh, I like that. I mean, like, not for them. That seems really sad, but I like that as a concept.
Yeah, so basically, I just kind of like the idea of the magic being tied to memory.
Ooh.
And why they'd become hating each other.
Oh. Well, so, and then they get brought back. So they start relearning. What's the
problem?
Yeah. What's the what's the task?
Here's the thing. The mom didn't die of natural causes.
Dun, dun, dun. Mystery!
Oh, no.
Yep.
Holy
Murder
shit.
most foul.
I suddenly really want to read this.
Yeah, that's why, as I was writing it, it was like, let's talk about this one a little bit more, because it had a bit more of a compelling plot. Yeah, I started with the little bunny of like, oh, magic tied to memory, and they started forgetting about who they were, and when you forget who you were, the drift apart as people is a bit more natural and believable, especially for longer periods of time, especially if their magic is tied to each other. I mean, come on.
That's really good. I like that.
But yeah, so basically they're trying to solve the mystery of what happened to their mother.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's just a mystery. I'm not quite sure who done it yet. Not sure what the role of the maybe a father is. Is he even a character at all? I don't know. I mean, maybe the mother raised them on her own, which would be kind of extra sad for the mother. Then I realize, as they kind of left for a while and
never came back. Oh, and then there's a period of time where they're like, maybe she just died of a broken heart, or like the equivalent thereof. It's like, nope, fucking murdered.
Well, that can be the act 2 reveal is like, wait a second. Oh my God, guys.
It was this asshole.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God. What if they went and did things like, they all went out into the world to become different things, and one of them became like a cop?
Oh, nice.
And one became a professor, and one became a nurse? A doctor?
Doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
Or a lawyer.
A candlestick maker?
A nun. And like, wait, magic's real? Oh, crap.
Oh, no. I could have saved so many more lives.
But no, whoever killed the mom hid all their magical tracks.
But because that's the only thing in the community that would really count.
Oh, yeah.
But
okay, I like it.
But there's modern forensic science.
I'm just imagining that like old whimsical guy in the town who's like always happy and jovial and reliant on magic, going like, forensics? What?
That's okay, because he's the one who done it.
Oh.
Well, it's the idea like, you covered the tracks you know about, but you don't know what you don't know.
Oh man, you could have like that huge reveal at the end. It's like, you do know fingerprints and DNA are a thing, right? Wait, what? Yeah, you leave them everywhere you go, and then just kind of see like a magical person's mind explode. I kind of like that concept too, honestly, because that always kind of irritated me with Harry Potter,
I was just thinking that.
The negative opinions of like Muggle technology and Muggle science, and it's like, come on, I mean...
They still appropriate it.
Well, they appropriate, like, the parts that are, like, the stupidest parts. Like, not the internet. Or ballpoint pens.
Well, everything got appropriated back, like, in the 1940s, and they stopped again.
All that technology was nice. We don't have to do this ever again.
Again.
Let's seclude ourselves.
Womp womp.
So yeah, that was my little concept there. What do you guys think?
I like that a lot.
I think that could be fun.
Yeah, sounds nice.
All right.
You know, it was a nice idea, and then you added murder to it, and then...
No, I was thinking it was murder the entire time, so...
Well, but when you were describing it to us, and, you know, like, I think that demonstrates the importance of having... Well, you have your setting, you have your characters, you have conflict, but then you also have the problem at hand. Because you could just say, oh, there's conflict. There's conflict with the sisters. That's built into the plot bunny.
Well, because if we don't have the problem, then they go to the funeral and then they all bugger off and
fuck
never
off again,
really... Yeah, they don't have a reason to stay.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they're just a little bit intrigued. Like, maybe there's a hint at the beginning, like, man, it kind of feels weird to just leave all of a sudden. Something feels wrong about it.
Maybe they're packing up their mom's house, and they start
Ooh, yeah.
noticing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Or maybe a note would probably be too convenient.
No.
And probably remove agency from the characters.
Something's just not in the right spot.
Oh, that could be like one of the first, like, or one of the like key memories that come back to them. And then that's when like they actually start being able to cast magic together.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this isn't in the right spot. How did I know that?
And this explains why they have to cast magic together, even though the reason why they don't get along is that they're all very different people. We're talking like cop, was it nurse and professor?
Yeah.
Like, they're just all different people. They have different mindsets. But no, it was like over the course of discovering that memory, and then they kind of like figure that they have to work together in order to kind of relearn how magic works. So it's not like necessarily the metaphysics of magic is tied to them, as a unit. It's just they're learning off each other.
Yeah.
I like that. It makes the magic... No, I like that a lot. I can't even properly describe how much I'm liking it.
Boom. Okay. So, that was my, treatment of the plot bunny. I think I petted it a little bit.
Yeah, no,
It's creepy when you phrase it like that.
That was my treatment of the plot bunny.
You beat it about the head and shoulders.
Aw.
Wow.
I think that leaves Kat.
What?
It's your turn.
Yeah.
It's my turn. You guys, I'm having a lot of problems with this. Can I tell you why?
Why?
I'm having too many ideas. I'm having a hard time picking.
So you should just do my thing where I can just come up with one idea and then I just don't think about it again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rapid fire them at you guys. Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, I immediately was thinking 3 sisters, right? 3 magical number, fairy tale number. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if we did basically a retelling of Cinderella, but with magic? Then I thought, no, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. Then I was thinking, 3 sisters, like the 3 sisters, the 3 old women conspiracy, where, what? Where, one has an enormous lip and one has an enormous foot and one has an enormous thumb so that they can, make linen and save a prince. It's basically a variant of the Rumpelstiltskin story, except 3 old women. And then they get invited to the wedding. But then that sounded a little bit too much like Alex's thing where, you need to have all 3 of these sisters to do these separate things in order to accomplish one whatever. And then I'm like, Pip said that thing about Jane Austen. Or Regency Romance, rather. So I'm like, well, that's fantastic. I should do that one. Because that's totally not something I do all the fucking time. With 3 sisters, of course, we have the marriage, issue. But also, we are in a world where menfolk don't have to be, don't have to work with multiple other people, obviously. It's just the women folk who have to have minimum of 3 people. And frankly, it's usually just, you can only do it with your family members. And
what if men can't do magic?
well, then it turns out that that's bullshit. And so, the whole outside issue is really them figuring out that, society is wrong and men are terrible. Oh, and there's Pip, obviously automatically loving that.
Yep.
And, but then finally I'm like, no, I heard everybody else's. I'm like, I need to go different. So Setting. I want to make this science fiction.
Oh.
Okay.
I want to make this a new planet where people, if humans are born there, I don't know, there's midichlorians or parasites or whatever, and you get telepathy or magic or something like that. This is a relatively new discovery. What? Because strangely, people don't usually colonize areas that change people's brains in a creepy way. But these are first generation kids. And they, let's say, were born this way. I'm going to steal a little bit of Brendan's. They played together as kids and did magic together as kids, but it got really creepy really fast. The adults were like, holy shit cakes. Packed everybody off. They abandoned the colony. However,
Like you do.
too fucking late for the kids who were born there. But they think, okay, well, we'll send them separate. We'll split them up. We'll do very like we'll be very like Victorian orphans about this. We will split them up and send them to different colonies. And maybe I don't know. Maybe the parents died. Who knows? And
Kill off the parents. Classic.
gotta kill off the parent. This is why this is a YA novel. Now we know.
So much parent death in YA.
So yeah, they get sent to separate colonies because that way maybe that'll help stop the creepy stuff that they're doing. And then they all meet up again later, either as adults or as late teenagers because apparently this is YA.
Yeah.
And shit starts going weird.
Like, say, Portal to Hell on Mars?
Oh my god. I was actually thinking, like, you know, and then what you could get is, again, this is me loving that thing where it looks like one genre at first and then it turns into another. So, back in episode 2, Spaceman 2 Electric Boogaloo, we had a fantasy novel that, whoops, secretly was actually science fiction. This is science fiction, which is, whoops, secretly fantasy. So, let's say that they all, for whatever reason, they all end up on the same ship or something like that.
They all join Starfleet.
They all join Starfleet, or the equivalent thereof. They all end up on the same ship, and shit starts getting weird. Because now, all of their little blood parasites / midichlorians are in contact with one another again. And the ship's engineer is like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. There's, like, these time portals opening in places, and it's like, what's happening? Magic's happening, but they don't understand that. And then somehow the ship is heading in a new direction. What? The new direction? The planet that has the lost colony. Nobody goes there anymore. But in fact, it is their magic that's driving them back there. And,
Is it listed as like a major biohazard planet or
Yep.
something?
biohazard planet. And then they all start getting dreams or something like that. You know, throwing in the weird, a big mystery.
Things just get weirder and weirder.
I'd like it if, like, at least one of the sisters was having a relationship with, like, somebody on board.
A, not allowed relationship or?
No, like, but somebody in a position of power. So, like, the captain or the engineer or something like that. So, or maybe they are the captain or the engineer. I don't know. But the idea being, we're having them, like, talk to this person who's not part of the three sisters. And they're talking to them being like, you know, I'm having the weird dreams. What's going on? This is really weird every time I'm around these people. And then maybe they didn't know that they were sisters because they all got their names. I don't know. Look, I want to make this as weird and mysterious as possible.
Oh, I was just thinking that takes found family to a whole new level.
Yes. Anyway, so they end up going back to the planet, and then the sisters get weirder and weirder the closer they get. They start thinking in each other's brains and stuff like that. And, we're seeing this from not just their point of view, but from the outside point of view of a couple of the other characters. You know, the one who's in a relationship with one of them, and maybe one who works with another one, and maybe one who is crazy religious and is like, none of this is okay. And, then they end up, I don't know, stealing a shuttle or beaming down or whatever, and they're not supposed to, and, the rest of the crew goes searching after them, and it turns out that there's a gigantic slug living in the middle of a volcano, bringing in Alex's plot. who is the one who distributes all these parasites / midichlorians and is bringing home their people. The end!
So, why do the characters hate each other?
I'm gonna say... Oh, shit, I forgot I need to do that. Fuck off. I'm gonna steal some of Brendan's plot on this one and say that they're very different people. And it would be funny if they were in different departments, too, that have sort of like a, astral cartography does not appreciate engineering. Engineering does not appreciate emergency medical, which is terrible because everybody should appreciate emergency medical.
True facts.
Emergency medical just hates everybody.
Yeah. But, stuff like that. Nobody likes the hotshot pilot. Oh, that'd be great if one of the sisters was the hotshot pilot.
Oh, that's why they're steering it.
There's also different socioeconomic backgrounds.
Yeah, maybe one of them got adopted by somebody who's really, really great, and then another one got not. And then, stuff like that.
I was a tax credit.
So, maybe they were all very, very different people, and they are very much resenting the fact that apparently they're all connected in some way.
How do they handle the reveal that they're related?
Oh, yeah. I would love it if, and of course we know the story as it starts out, but the reader would not necessarily know. The reader's sitting there being like, what's this mystery? What's this mystery? And then you connect it all together and you're like, oh shit. So the ship's doctor's like, guys, and maybe before that, one of them was talking to somebody being like, yeah, no, I don't have any family and thank God I don't, 'cause, whoo! It seems so annoying.
Drama, am I right?
Dramatic irony. Anyway, so that's my,
I could see a hotshot pilot being like, yeah, thank God I don't have family.
It's what allows me to take all these great risks and, be this hotshot pilot. I'm certain this will never change. Ever, ever, ever.
Oh.
What you guys can't see is that I drank from my water bottle right then and in a very
Okay.
Alright.
So, Pip, Al, do you have any thoughts on Space Sisters?
Sisters in Space. No.
I like how Brendan had a real idea and then I just I feel like this is very indicative of my writing style. I just rambled a lot and I'm really depending on style to pull me through.
How much can I rely on style?
Well, this is very indicative of the problems I had writing academic papers, which is...
Okay, you and I are kind of the same. We both have a pilot's license for seats of pants.
I sewed my pilot's license into my back pocket. Why? 'Cause I fly by the seat of my pants. Woo! Thank you. That was off the cuff joke, and I'd like to thank God and the producers, Max and Leo. So, we've heard many. I'm not even going to say 4. We've heard many variants on this. Do we have a winner?
I'm not sure there is a winner.
Yeah, because
we're all winners, Kat.
We'd all vote for ourselves.
It's not my fault. I had the best idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my God, we're arguing. Is a magical spell gonna happen?
No.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
Bingly bingly bop.
Whoa.
Oh my God, you guys! I have all the chocolate. Thank
Damn
you.
it.
Come on.
Story of my life.
Once again, you come off as a martyr.
Oh, and I used the twins unwittingly.
God damn it.
Yay.
What?
Oh.
Well, okay. Here's a quick little thought exercise.
Okay.
For each of our stories, come up with a title.
Shit.
Oh, are we forming this? Are we? This sounds like we're moving into the game.
One of the games. I feel like this is like a short game segment.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do you just want to go in the order we went, or just first
No,
one
just whoever
first?
comes up with it, because
Because I already had one.
God damn it. I
right.
see what happened here.
That's why. Fuck you.
fucking
Yep.
cheat. Go
No,
for
like,
it.
it was just what I wrote for my second story concept there, and I just wrote impractical magic. a joke title.
Oh.
I would only hesitate with that because murder is a serious business. And you might be leading the reader astray into what kind of story they're getting into.
True. Damn. Well, it's not immediately obvious it's a murder, though. But you're right. People do judge books by their cover.
Yeah, because marketing worked really hard on that.
Yeah. I've got a title.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there's three sisters. They're on an island. You know, it's in the island, on an island, and it has three sides. A Bermuda Triangle.
Da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, one must think of what the readers will take away from this.
Sweet, a history of the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh, a conspiracy novel.
Al, I feel like yours should have some reference to The Tempest in it.
You're right.
Except I do not know The Tempest well enough to...
Let's see.
Prospero's daughters.
a bit
it's a
too
little
on
bit.
the nose.
Yeah.
Caliban Syndrome.
First of all, that's a great title just by itself. Like,
Yeah, but it's not.
not for this.
Yeah, totally different. And
What's the opening lines from The Tempest?
right when in doubt, steal from Shakespeare.
Always. Does incestuous murder stand in vain?
Does it?
For this story?
Unfortunately, no, it does not.
God damn.
Boatswain.
Wait,
The first line is boatswain or boatswain.
is it really?
What's the opening monologue?
Well, we could even slide it a little bit to the side. What's the speech from Twelfth Night, where she lands on a mysterious shore? They quote it in, I hate to say it, they quote it in Shakespeare in Love, which is why I'm thinking of it.
Oh man, hell is empty and all the devils are here is from The Tempest.
Hell is empty
Oh, really?
and all the devils are here. I love that, but it doesn't work.
I don't know, you could have a line that says all the devils are here. That could just be the title. I kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
The devils are here.
No, that sounds a little bit like a roller derby.
This thing of darkness.
Ooh.
Be not afeared. Hell is full of noises.
The noisy isle.
Yeah.
No, the Lonely Island. No.
That's slightly different.
Back on track. I'm going to go with all the devils are here. And you realize, and that kind of relies on a good cover art of them all glaring at each other.
I do like that. It also calls to mind, for me anyway, the quote, hell is other people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some nice allusions in there.
cool. I like it. All right. Pip or cat?
Yeah, so unfortunately for me, all I've written down so far is Planet Babes. Not good. Not good.
Babe Planet. All right.
Sister. Nope. Also wrong.
Nope.
Oh. Can I call it A Stranger's Shore?
Sure, you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because that gets in the planet thing, that gets in the idea of strangers. These are sisters who are strangers.
Well, strangers as in people, but stranger as in weird shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 All right, I'm done. It's A Stranger's Shore. I love it. Wait, where's that actually from? I'm gonna look that up.
Go for it.
Because I'm worried that I've taken it from something unfortunate.
Same, Benji.
There's something called Stranger on the Shore. Just Upon a Stranger. Oh, here. Upon a Stranger's Shore. Ew, the piece for the clarinet. What?
Sweet. You have a title from a clarinet solo.
I guess. Oh, there's something called Strange Bodies on a Stranger's Shore. Yeah, this is fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's fine.
All right, so that's me. A Stranger's Shore. I'm sticking with it.
Okay, and Pip.
That leaves one.
So, I'm off with titles. Everything is terrible.
Okay, first of all, you don't get to call that because you're the one who, again, came up with a title for Spaceman 2 Electric Boogaloo, Reaching That Far Morning.
Yep. Yeah, Pep.
Is Reach the Far Morning, you bungled it a bit.
Well, here's the thing. Bite me. So,
So, I was thinking maybe something off of a play of the word semiotics. which is the study of meaning making of signs and symbols and code, having to do with like language and the meaning that we put on it. Because we're just making noises and we've attributed meaning to those noises. It's all a social construct, you guys.
Yep.
And then when I was looking up to make sure I had my definitions right, I saw the phrase meaningful communication. I was like, maybe that could be something, just meaningful communication. Everything is terrible. I hate titles.
Meaningful magic.
Aw.
Nice alliteration.
Yeah. I can do one thing right.
Okay, so yours was language, linguists, but it was also academia.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. You know, you could do one of those fake paper titles. You know, like, meaningful magic, :
A study of the phonetics of,
The phonetics of matter.
well, phonetics of something that can also have alliteration.
a study of filial relationships and, you know, something along those lines. Like, what? Come on, you're an English major. You were. A fake paper title.
Meaningful magic being a study of
Thoughts on thaumaturgy. Or, what's the,
Thoughts on thaumaturgy?
yeah.
Although I like what you were doing there, Pip, with the being a, because that sounds very, like, Elizabethan magic.
yeah.
Mimesis! Include words like mimesis. Ephemeral.
Every chapter title can be the title of an article.
Yes!
Oh,
Very
boom.
nice.
I
Nice.
love it. Love it.
None of these titles I know.
Doesn't matter. Make them up. I love making up titles for that kind of thing.
Oh, that means every title, every journal title, it has to do with, like, you know, the relevant stuff of that chapter even. So, like, a study of familial, strife in terms of magic field, or magic field manipulations is just talking about, like, the backstory with how the sisters don't get along.
So then you can even cheat your outline by just coming up with a whole bunch of really clever titles and then arranging them.
And coming from each of their disciplines.
Yes.
Very.
That means you get to research weird disciplines paper titles.
So much fun.
I know.
Sweet.
I love doing research.
Can you imagine if two of them, like we said before that they were different fields. Can you imagine if they were in the same fields but they were like fighting to get their papers submitted to the same journals?
Oh god, one gets published in Science and the other two do not hear the end of it.
Oh.
Yep. Or they're like publishing, but they all have different theories, so they're all snarking at each other in the footnotes.
Oh man, margin snarks.
And they're, academia snarks, man.
One of them's a reviewer of the paper. Just imagine how that would go.
Fuck you, reviewer number 2.
So wait, wouldn't the system be good enough to not have that happen?
It depends upon the journal. They all have different peer standards.
See,
Yep.
play to your strengths, Pip. You know this shit.
It's usually like a blind, you don't get to know who you're even reviewing. But if you have an inclination of who you're reviewing, you let the committee head know and return it. So that way you're not biased.
Yeah.
Oh, but what if one of the sisters was like, I'm pretty sure this is, this is not related to me, but then it turns out that they are, and so the sister who got like her paper trashed is like, you knew you were purposefully trying to, you should have recused yourself and you didn't, and oh my god.
Academic fights. I'm here for it.
Yes. But yeah, no, I like the idea of having all these academic titles. And then of course it gives you the chance to, first of all, play with making up paper titles that you then don't have to write. And also it's like that thing where, you have what's it called? A structure that you are aware of that the reader doesn't necessarily ever need to find out about.
Yeah.
Clever.
Well, helpful in terms of actually getting something written and or outlined. Or both. What?
It can be clever and useful.
What?
All right.
Neat. Well, guys, that was awesome. Thank you very much, listener Hannah, because clearly, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not No, you know what? It's another one. I want to write my story. Damn it! Damn it!
So we're up to like, what, 12, 13 stories you're writing?
What's worse is I want to write yours too.
What about mine?
Damn.
What about Pip's?
Yeah.
No, Pip can stay with Pips.
What?
Wow.
What? How would
I'm
Take that
just
back.
saying that I would read it. It's not the thing I would write. You know, there are some things that you would read that you wouldn't necessarily be the one to write. I have to give myself a cutoff somehow.
Fine, then you are writing the Regency romance marriage plot one.
Damn it! Yes, I am. Motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna have to start keeping a list now.
The thing I kind of found pretty interesting is that all of us ended up having fairly different interpretations of the plot bunny and just ran with it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
almost like for different people or something.
Yeah,
What?
weird.
Who hate each other.
Oh. How dare you? You know what? This is exactly what.
And then all of a sudden a fireball gets cast and outside and oop.
My cat starts glowing weirdly.
Yes.
I love, getting back, I hate to say it, getting back to some of what you're talking about, I love the idea that, like, magic's happening and nobody, like, is really connecting it up to the three of them. Just random screwball stuff. That's the kind of thing that would be fun in books. It'd be fun in a movie. It'd be obvious in a movie. Never mind. It'd be fun in books.
See,
Just like water boiling, a cat glowing. Are we ready to wrap up? Or?
I think that we are ready to wrap up. Brendan, take us home.
All right. So that was our episode on the plot bunny. What are we calling the plot bunny itself, guys?
the
I
family.
think that no, I think that in our file it was the family that spells together.
Yeah.
It's not a great title, guys.
I completely missed it, so I'm charmed.
Okay.
Oh, that's another show.
Charmed.
I did not
Well,
mean
now
that,
we have to keep
but
it.
I love it.
We're keeping it.
Keeping.
So as I was saying, that was our episode on the family that spells together. As always, if you have a story to submit, head on over to nostoryissacred.com/submission. You can follow us on Twitter at nostoryiссacred, or you can send us an email through contact@nostoryiссacred.com. Your hosts have been Alex McDonald, Brendan McDonald, Pippin McDonald, and Catherine Crichton. Editing for this episode is done by Brendan. Transcript is done by Ashley DaCosta. Art by Jay Wolf. Show notes and transcript are available at nostoryiссacred.com. Thanks for listening, everyone. And then please rate and review and subscribe to No Story is Sacred. You can also visit our Patreon page to support the show and get neat rewards at patreon.com/nostoryiссacred. See you next time when we talk about and take apart the classic novel, Pride and Prejudice.
Yay! Wait, does this mean that I can't do a rewrite where it becomes a Regency romance?
Oh.
Edwardian.
Well, though, Pip, though, by definition, it would. You know, any rewrite in that own universe would still be a Regency romance and rewrite of it.
My time has come.
Until then, where no story is sacred, and any story can be changed. This was Brendan.
This was Pippin.
This was Alex.
And this was Kat.
And we're
No
story is
story is
sacred.
sacred.